What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm gonna pick back up on this Krieg captain, or his actual name is Lord Marshal Drier or Drier. I'm not actually sure, but got a little bit of a start on him the last video. Pick back up where we left off. But anyway, welcome to At the Table with Ian. Pull up a chair, get comfy, and let's paint some models together. I think today I'm gonna touch up on the fabric and then work my way up to the Marshal himself, and then see where things go from there. So I've already got the base red on there. Let me move my cup out of the way. So I'm going to come back over it with this Vallejo. It's called Scarlet Blood. Super bright. Got a lot of pigment in it. And hopefully we're going to start out strong today and not have any stopped up bottles. That would be preferable. Alright, there we go. We got a little bit of red on there. Probably too much, but it's okay. And then I'm going to get my paper towel, because I forgot to grab that. And I think I'm going to start with this brush here. Alright. Get a little moisture on the brush. Get my stopper. And you'll have to forgive me. I mumble. Sorry. I know. It's a really bad habit. But, it's just something I do. Anyway. I'm gonna be quiet now and just work on painting. Hope you enjoy. Okay. Get a little bit more definition on that fabric now. I'll let that dry, and as it's drying I'm going to work my way up to working on the Marshal. I'm going to start with two thin coats. It's called Death Reaper. It's like a dark gray. Just put a dab of that right there. Yeah, so I'm just going to put this on all of his coat, like his big trench coat that he's wearing. And it just kind of takes the gloss of the primer off. So I want it to be dark, but I don't want it to be super glossy like this black is. But the Krieg are kind of like the most grimdark of the grimdark in 40K, so it's all super dark and saturated colors and just grimy, grimdark looking. So we're gonna keep the colors pretty dark. So I'm just gonna kind of get this all over. I'm gonna put that same color on the horse's gas mask. So I think while I've already got it on my piece of tile here, I'm gonna go ahead and paint his plume on the top of his helmet. I'm gonna paint it red. Sorry, I'm still kind of figuring out how to keep everything in frame all the time. I'm not very good at it yet, so I apologize. And also, I know my lighting isn't the best either, at least not as far as the camera angling is. So I hope everyone's still kind of able to see what it is I'm doing. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of putting some red on the plume. Alright, I think now what I'm going to do, where you got the dark gray all over him, I'm going to come back over with a little bit of a lighter gray, still pretty dark, but lighter than what we just used. And it's going to be the Army Painter deep gray. I'm just going to use a little bit of it. Just a little drop. I'm going to change brushes now to a little bit more of a beat up brush, because what I'm going to do is just kind of dry brush over the high edges just to bring out some of the detail. So I'm just going to wipe most of that off. So yeah, I always kind of keep my my more beat up brushes, even though they're not as nice looking, but they still do pretty good for stuff like this, like dry brushing and bringing out edges and stuff I don't mind just kind of rubbing all over the place. Which is, yeah, this light gray kind of just adds a little bit more texture. I hope you can tell. Trying to get a good Get a good view. But yeah, it's kind of just made all the higher edges kind of stand out a little bit more. I think now might do some metallics. I'm gonna start with this. Let's see. I don't want it to be too bright, so I think I'm gonna use gunmetal from Army Painter. I'm gonna try to just get a little bit. I don't want a whole lot, but with the dropper, it's kind of. There we go. Not a whole lot. It's probably all I needed with that last gray. Got a little bit too much, but it happens. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just gonna do the same thing. What I'm focusing on right now is gonna be like these little coil bits on the horse's face mask. It's got this little vent up here on the top. Just want to hit that. I'll go ahead and get his little coil or breathing apparatus. Gonna hit it with that gunmetal. And it goes all the way around. And we're gonna go ahead and get his leg down here with his robotic leg. And a barbed wire. think I'm also going to go ahead and get this little mechanical bit on the horse's leg. That way I don't have to go back over it later. Alright. Let's see. In case you haven't noticed, I don't really plan super far ahead. I probably should, but you know, I just kind of wing it most of the time. But I think now I'm gonna get this. He's got like a little scarf or sash that goes around him. Not quite sure what color I want that to be. I think I want it to go well with the colors I already have. Maybe like a dark blue. Let's see, that's a wash. Yeah, let's try this. So what I'm using is Imperial Blue, also by Vallejo. Just gonna get a little drop of that over here. Not a whole lot. I'm gonna switch brushes again. I'll use this one that's got a little bit more of a medium tip on it. Get some moisture. Actually, I might switch over to this one. There we go. Whoa. That was almost bad. I actually think that fits pretty good. I don't think it clashes. Let's see if I can. If anyone has any suggestions on lighting, because this room I'm working in, I've got this little lamp right here above me, or not above me, but like on my table. But as I'm looking at the camera, like where I'm recording, it's like leaving huge shadows on everything, so it's really hard to bring everything into focus. So I apologize, but anyway, we're gonna keep on going. But yeah, I'm gonna put another little layer of blue on there. Just to make it a little bit more vibrant. I think I'm gonna move on to some gold. Yeah, it's really nice gold the other day from my local game store. It's also a 2 thin coats. It's dragon's gold. Let's see if we can get that focus. I'm really bad at this, and hopefully I get better. So I apologize. But anyway, it's called Dragon's Gold. It's from Duncan Rhodes. It's 2 thin coats. There we go, just a little bit. I'll switch back to my rough brush. I don't mind rubbing everywhere. just realized he had a little metal pin to him. I'll go back over that with some a little bit of red. I think I might use a like a copper brass for the foot rests on the saddle. Might put that on the handguard for his sword too. I think after this last little detail, that's what I'm gonna call it on this video. I'm just getting a notification on the camera that I'm about to hit my 30-minute mark. I don't want these videos to be too long. I don't want them to bog anyone's day down, but got a little bit more done on him. I'm making some good progress. I think he's coming along pretty good. But thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with me as I paint this model, and hopefully we'll get him finished sooner than later, because I'm sure his owner would love to have him back. But as always, thanks for hanging out at the table with Ian, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I hope you all have a great week.